Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Polite AF. I'm Lance. But before we get started, let me holler at you real quick. Come here. Hey, what's up? How you doing today? Oh yeah? Alright, that's cool. But once again, my name is Lance, and I want to develop something with you. I want to get to know you. I know about me, but I want to know about you. But it's not fair for me to get to know you without you knowing about me. So let me tell you about me. Born and raised in Daytona Beach. That's pretty much it. That's all you need to know. Nah, I'm just kidding. The reason I wanted to talk to you for a second is because I need a little favor. I need you to go ahead and stroke that subscribe button for me, or that follow button. Yeah. I think we'll have a good time together. Yeah, because like you, I'm here for a good time and a long time. Yeah. And after you're done stroking that subscribe button for me, why don't you go ahead and tickle me a comment? Yeah, whatever you feel like saying. I'll listen. I got time. I'm here for you and only you. Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what you like, at least not yet. But I will learn what you like. I will become what you like. Oh no, now don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna change me. I'm gonna change your mind. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Yeah, especially if you like it a little freaky, a little nasty. Oh yeah? Look at you. Yeah, you like it nasty. Well, if that's the case, then why don't you go ahead and fondle that bell for me? Yeah, just fondle the bell so you know when I drop another video, because I'm here for you and only you. So all I need is those three things. Stroke that subscribe, tickle me a comment, fondle that bell. Yeah, now that said, let's talk about dating. All right, welcome back. All right, so yeah, let's talk about dating. Dating these days are weird. It is very weird. You know, there are all these unspoken rules that you have to follow. But first, be aware of these rules and know if the person that you were talking to or the people you're talking to are also following these rules. You are supposed to know about these rules and punished if you do not follow these rules. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. Everything that I'm going to say is going to be based on my dating experiences, my own personal reality and whatnot. Are they biased? Yeah. Are they misconstrued? I don't know about that. You know, in my assessment of everything, I try to be fair. I try to be honest. I try to be forthcoming. But I also have to be cognizant that there's a lot of bullshit out there. There is a lot of bullshit out there. Somehow we have to maneuver our way through the bullshit in order to find a diamond that's covered in bullshit. Now, with that said, let's talk about this search. Let's start with our past. Our past does say a lot about us. I'm not just talking about body count and whatnot. You know, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother time. I'm a grown ass man. I am assuming that you are grown as well. And do whatever you gonna do. But let's be honest about it. A lot of what we do is bullshit. We take a lot of our baggage, a lot of our unprocessed nonsense, and we carry that into our present. And the present person that we are evaluating for a possible future relationship has to be measured up to this baggage that we have not dealt with. And this is all while you are also being measured and evaluated by them according to their standards and their baggage of past relationships and interactions. Is that just? No. Is it fair? No, but it is what it is. The reason that I say that is we cannot control the emotions or the actions of someone else, but we can control what we do. We can evaluate our own personal standards and our moral code to find out how much bullshit are we bringing into this whole interaction. And speaking of that, a lot of y'all, men and women included, are hobosexuals. H-O-B-O sexual. And Lance, what is a hobosexual? Well, thank you for asking. A hobosexual is defined as, at least by me, the extreme fondness of bombs to such an extent that it becomes impossible to recognize the good qualities of someone else. That means you fucking like bombs. Why the fuck are you dealing with bombs your whole life? And then we are not honest with ourselves to admit we are hobosexuals. We like dealing with bombs to where when this new person come along and they are a decent fucking person, we don't like that because they're boring. They're not exciting. They don't measure up to our BS bomb standard. It's never the self-reflection and the admission that I am a hobosexual. No. It is everybody from my past are bombs. They're narcissists. They're this, they're that. It is easier to put the blame, to put the fault on the other person than to have a inner look within ourselves to realize how much BS did we bring into this interaction. Because please keep in mind, these interactions are voluntary. You, of your own choice, of your own volition, chose to invest time, money, resources, and possibly even your body to this person who is a mom, but it's their fault that whatever didn't work out. It's their fault, but it's never your fault to where you can say, I'm a bad picker. Hell, just be honest. If you like bombs, you like bombs. If you're hobosexual, you are hobosexual. Let that freak flag fly. Can we talk about one of these unspoken rules for a second? Let's talk about this unspoken rule of communication. Now, before we talk about that, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you what I do and why I do it and what I've been accused of. So, when it comes to dating, I have on these various dating sites for years. I have good stories, I have some not so good stories. But one thing that I consistently do in the beginning, I ask 3 questions. No, they are never the same question. There are various questions, but I ask 3 questions because I want to get to know you. And how do I get to know you without asking questions? So I asked 3 questions. And at that time, there is no hesitation in answering my questions. But here comes the problem. There are no returned questions. Most of the time, there's not even a, how's your day? There's no questions at all. How are you supposed to get to know me if you don't ask me questions? That quickly shows this person is not interested. This quickly shows we are not having a conversation. We're having a fucking interview. What makes you feel that you are that important that you need to be interviewed? So yeah, that is one of the issues I have about these unspoken rules. I work in a female-dominated profession. I'm a registered nurse. Well, most nurses are females. It is what it is. We'll talk about that some other time. And I hear their dating scenarios, the problems, the goods, the bads, the issues. And one of the things that I do hear quite often is he didn't text me for 3 days. He doesn't care how I'm doing. He doesn't care anything about me. Okay, that may be so. Hell, who knows? He might not care. But once they're done, then I start asking questions. And the first question that I always ask is, within these 2-3 days that she didn't text you, good morning or whatever, did you text him? 9 out of 10 times, the answer is no. So you are mad at this person because they did not think enough about you to see about you, although you don't care enough about them to inquire about them. How does that make sense? The math ain't mathing, but I don't know. Do you, boo-boo? But we gotta be fair about this. We gotta be honest about this. What rule does it say that, going from my own personal experience, that the man has to be the one to communicate first? Why? Why? Maybe you can tell me, because I honestly do not know. You know, because the way I look at it, if this is a equal playing field, that makes you on my level. You are not higher than me. I'm not going to treat you like a star because you're going to treat me like I'm a fucking fan. No. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Hell, that could be the reason I've been single for 14 years. Jesus. But, you know, I'm going to be honest about it. Some of it is by choice. Some of it is not by choice. Also standards. Let's talk about some standards now. A lot of the requirements that I read on these apps or that I see on TV, on YouTube, they don't want a broke man. And yo, I get it. You get no arguments here from me. Nobody wants a broke motherfucker. But on the other hand, you want a man that has all this time on his hands to take trips to here, trips to there. Trips ain't free. Trips cost. Not only does trips cost, this house costs. My truck costs. This camera that I'm talking to right now in this empty studio by myself costs. So with that said, I gotta put in real work. You gotta put in work. So there's only two options. Either you want me broke or you want me busy. Choose one. If you want me broke, I got all the time in the world. Shit, I ain't doing shit. I ain't making no money. Oh, you want to take a trip? Yes, let's trip our ass down to the corner store. That's the trip that we going on because you require all this time. Or do you want me busy? I'm busy being productive. I'm busy making money. I'm busy making shit happen. Pick a struggle. And while you're picking a struggle, evaluate yourself. Evaluate your priorities. Evaluate what do you want out of this life. Because if you are content with the job you got, with the current status you got, with your current place in life that you got, you good with taking a trip to here, taking a trip to there, back over here, one more time over there. Bravo. You have achieved the ultimate goal. You are the true MVP. Me? No. I am not happy with what I am. Don't get me wrong, I'm not unhappy with what I am and what I got. No. That's not where I want to be. I have higher expectations for myself. And that is a type of person that I need. Those that also have higher expectations for themselves. Because if you ain't got that expectation, kick rocks. Kick rocks in peace. You know what I'm saying? Do you? I'm gonna be over here doing me. I'm focused. I'm motivated. I have expectations. Now, I am old enough to remember the days of MySpace. I remember when Facebook just came out. I am that old to where even then it was different. Dating was different. And speaking of dating and these dating apps, after, let's say, 6 or so months on these apps, the shit gets boring. It's like as you're swiping through the different profiles, you start to see the same people. So what do? You may go to a different app. And that app is cool at first, for the first couple weeks. And then you start to notice those same people. How effective are these apps? And all while this is going on, please keep in mind, that same person, people that you see on multiple apps, they also see you. So whatever you think about them, they're also thinking about you. Now, going back to our previous conversation of the unspoken rule, I have been accused of ghosting, of just disappearing, mainly because of those 3 questions. Because after 3 questions, and you give me 3 answers, and no questions from me, oh, we're done. We're done. I got other shit to do, better shit to do, such as a whole bunch of nothing, which is better than sitting here looking at my phone, typing in random questions for your entertainment. So I disappear, get ghosts. But, dating. As we're going through this whole dating world, we have to be honest with ourselves and realize that how much baggage that we personally have that we've dealt with or not dealt with. But these standards and these requirements that we do have now, mostly related to the previous baggage. The other person that we're talking to also has baggage. Process or unprocessed, they got baggage. And the older we get, the more baggage we have. Gotta be honest about that. The older we get, the harder it is, regardless of your looks, regardless of your BMI, regardless of whatever your W-2 says, regardless of how many Bugattis you got. This person has to deal with the baggage you have while you're dealing with the baggage they have. But yet, we have to be honest and cognizant of our own personal baggage, because that is what we can affect. Unfortunately, when we were bad, we were horrible in our past. We can't change it. We just have to deal with whatever repercussions happened in our past, work on it, hopefully, and move forward. And it will make no sense to wallow in our past. Such is life. When it comes to dating, let's just be honest about it. Maybe give that person a fair shot. I don't know. But even with that, you don't have to be nice about it. Just be polite as fuck. Until next time, peace.